everyone, this is the Sun Woman, and I just want to welcome you to my channel. Happy new moon in Virgo, and not only is this new moon that's taking place on the 13th a time for new beginnings as the new moon astrologically, but it's also a solar eclipse. And just to explain what that means to us, I'm just going to use one of these seashells here to represent the Earth. And so during a solar eclipse, the moon is directly between the Earth and the Sun. Okay? And that in astrology is known as a conjunction between the Sun and the moon. Now during this time, this very brief time, the moon can kind of block out the Sun. And it temporarily turns off the lights, so to speak. So we have a finite focus as human beings, and it's natural for us to concentrate really on what's in front of us. At times, this can really limit our perspectives on the world and in our lives, and it can cause us to miss out on opportunities in our lives. So during these amazing solar eclipses, the eclipse might snatch away what's familiar to us temporarily, and that forces us to consider options we might never otherwise have explored in our lives. Although this kind of causes some temporary upheaval sometimes, eclipses are hard to be kind, so to speak, okay? So major growth can happen during these cosmic power outages. And this is really when we should leap into the new in our lives and generally improve, what's going on, even if we feel kind of forced by circumstances to do that. So this is a really big month. Not just the solar eclipse that's taking place on the 13th of September, but the full moon at the end of the month. You can really think of it like an astrological purge that's going on for us, a true cleansing. And there are going to be truths that are going to be revealed. Old systems, old situations are going to fall by the wayside in our lives. I'm telling you, by October, we're going to be totally new, different people, and it's exciting, it's scary, but this is something that's going to be happening for the good in your life, for your spiritual good, and for to improve the quality of your life, which is really most important. It's going to be a time, if you're ready, to really set your intentions on what you want in your life, what you want to see, what you want to know, the truth that you want to find out, either from yourself, or the people that are around you. Denial can be very comfortable, but it's really not real. We've got to take a deep breath for this new moon and ask for the truth. And even though that might scare us, know that what comes out of it is going to move us to the next level on our paths here, okay? Now, look at what hasn't been working in your life. Make a declaration to yourself that you're not going to operate with old situations, old parameters anymore. For example, if you've been behaving a certain way in a romantic relationship and you've really outgrown that way of being, it's time to switch to something else. Be really honest with yourself. If you're not happy with what you're receiving in your life, what can you do what can you change to set up a new paradigm, a new structure? Remember, often what we're not currently receiving is the same thing that we're not giving generously in our lives, okay? Now this Virgo energy, it's all about cleaning up, tidying up, decluttering, becoming organized so that we can really take control of our lives. Remember, you can't make empowered decisions when you're living in a mess, either emotionally, psychologically, or even physically, in your own surroundings. So have a clean space in your mind, in your heart, in your life to act from, and that's going to be the ideal baseline to get the most out of these tremendous energies, okay? So again, this is the Sun Woman. I'm an empathic astrologer and tarot reader, and I'm going to go ahead and do a reading for each of the individual 12 signs, and these readings apply to you whether the sun is in the sign, whether it's your moon sign or your rising sign. Thank you so much. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed, and welcome back to you. And those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. So glad to have you here. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the 7-card reading for Cancers. This is for your rising in Cancer, moon, or sun sign Cancers. And for Cancers, this new moon eclipse is going to be taking place in your 3rd house, influencing 3rd house concerns. So for Cancers, the 3rd house has to do with communication. It has to do with ideas, your thought processes. It can deal with moving around and travel, short distance travel. It has to do with siblings, brothers or sisters. It really is, again, the house of communication. So you're going to find that communication in this next 30-day cycle between September 13th and October 13th, the next new moon, communication matters are going to be very important to you. And you're going to have to be very careful in your communications with people and in general. You know, this is a time to really be careful about what you put in writing, what you say to people, text messages, phone calls. You know, make sure that who you're writing to is who you meant to send the message to. So let's just go ahead and see what the message is from the cards for you for those 3rd house concerns for this next 30-day cycle in the new moon. Wow, I just had 2 cards jump out here. Let me grab them. Actually, I had 4 cards jump out. So you know what? I'm going to lay these cards down and then do the rest. Past situation. This is your present. This is your near future. This is the card that's crowning you. This is those in your external life, people who are influencing you, your hopes and fears, and the moon reversed going to be in your near future. And I'm actually going to turn the deck over. This is what I'm being led to do. And we have the Ace of Pentacles at the base of the reading, which is a really great card. So, very good basis here. Let's see what the cards are talking about as far as communication. And when I was speaking about the 3rd house very much talks about contracts and things that are put into writing. So, you know, that might be for some of you an important subject in your life for this next 30 days. But the Ace of Pentacles is also money as well, very strongly money, and the beginnings of something that's going to be fruitful for you. So there may be communication about a new project, new beginnings. On a financial level, money's coming in, the opportunity to plant seeds within the next 30 days for financials that are going to end up growing and you know, being potentially very lucrative situation for you. Okay. So in the recent past, where you're coming out of this past month of August, mid-August through mid-September here, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is a fire sign energy, so that's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It can be male or female energy, but they just have the qualities of the air sign somewhere in their chart. This also can be, you know, you expressing those energies as well. So the King of Wands is a person who is a really good business person, who is a very wise person. So what I'm getting is communication with someone who can be very important in your life to create movement and change for you. Okay, this King of Wands talks about business. It can also represent a new company. It can represent business in general, commerce in general. So, this Ace of Pentacles is leading me to believe, Cancer, that for some of you, you may have been in communication with someone for a job situation, some kind of contracts, business contracts. This may be a partner that you're dealing with. So it's a really positive, it's a person whose energy is very positive, very inspirational, who's really a mover and shaker, who's a captain of industry. That's the energy that they have. They're definitely moving forward. He's got the Ace of Wands in his hand, so he can put ideas out there, set them into motion, and actually turn them into something. Really manifest things. So that's the energy that's coming out from the past month for you. What's on you right now is the Knight of Cups. And Knight of Cups is a water sign energy. It is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But the Knight of Cups not only representing a younger male energy or even a younger female energy who's not yet a king, this Knight of Cups can also represent offers being presented to you. So someone reaching out a cup to you with an offer that's going to be something that's going to resonate for you on an emotional level, okay? Emotionally satisfying offer for you. So here we are coming out of the past month with this King of Wands, talking about business potential, talking about new projects, offers, someone who is established in business, and then now you're being covered with the Knight of Cups, which is a new energy for something new starting, something that's emotionally resonating for you. I think you're going to be offered something really good that is going to really have the potential to bring you some financial security and stability, and a lot of money. Basically, that Ace of Cups is the potential for large gains down the line. All right, and it's luck. It's really good luck. So these influences here are bringing you a lucky offer, a lucky situation. If you're in the creative field, if you're a musician, an artist of some kind, a writer, I'm really feeling that type of energy being positive and moving forward, and you receiving, an invitation. I'm getting invitation from someone. You may be being presented with the offer to present your project to a larger audience. There may be, some type of youth organization involved in this. Again, it may be musical. So really, it's going to be a heartwarming offer and invitation for you, which I am encouraging you to keep your eyes open for and take advantage of when it comes. Again, we're talking about communications here, so this really resonates with this moon for you. Now, the Ten of Wands is coming up in the near future. The Ten of Wands often can talk about carrying a heavy load. Now, when the cards around it, we always read in context to the cards that are presenting themselves around the other cards. And, if I had a bunch of stressful cards here, I would say to you, that this is something where you've been carrying a lot of weight. It's been very difficult for you. You want to lay down this weight, lay your burden down. But in this context, what I'm feeling is that the offers that are being presented to you are going to be a huge responsibility. I'm getting big responsibility for you. Now, I feel like it's something that you can carry. You have the strength, you have the talent, you have the skills to take on this challenge that's going to be presented to you, this wonderful offer, and to carry it to the next level. All right, so with the Ten of Wands, we're talking about the end of a cycle that's going to bring you to something new. Here's your 10, the end of a cycle. Here's your 1, start of the next cycle. I feel like what you do with this opportunity, yes, you're gonna have to put in a lot of hard work. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of energy. There may be moments when you say to yourself, wow, what have I taken on? But if you see this through, and if you do the work now and put in the energy and put in the time and put in the hours, you're going to find that what you have built is going to be something extremely solid and is going to set you up for the future. Not only on a financial level, but to be seen as someone who is an authority in your field, okay? Who is a master in your field. So now what's coming to me, what's here crowning you, and which is also your advice card, and again, I'm getting, creative endeavors. I'm getting something, I'm getting music, I'm getting art. I'm also getting the influence of a feminine energy here. This again is a water sign, lots of water here, lots of cups here for you. So a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I really feel, I'm looking in her eyes and I'm getting an intense, very intense vibe from this card. So I'm leaning towards Scorpio here for you as the advice for you. This may be someone in your life who is very influential. It could be a partner, whether you're a male or female. It could be a water sign partner, someone who really cares about you and who has your intent, who has very strong emotional intentions for you. So you may be in communication, with someone again in that water sign energy. I'm finding strong, who is offering you this cup. This cup card is crowning you. So for me, this queen is saying, take this cup that I'm offering you. Take it. This cup is for you. Okay? Again, I would definitely advise you, if the offer presents itself, take it, because it's going to be something emotionally satisfying for you. A new beginning. Ace of Cups, she's holding that Ace of Cups. Here's an Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is also holding one cup, another Ace of Cups. So emotional offering in connection to financial gain here. In your external influences, Six of Cups. Six of Cups traditionally is someone from your past coming in, someone with whom you have really great emotional memories. Someone, it could be a family member, a friend, someone you may have been involved with previously. So again, communication with someone from your past, where there was an emotional connection. It didn't have to be a romantic situation. It could just been a very dear, loving friend. Okay, someone you previously had connection with, again, who is really a good support system for you. So I'm seeing you as being offered a tremendous amount of support from this person. Again, I feel like he or she may be in a creative field, and again, an artist, a writer, a musician, someone very nurturing. I get nurse here also. Okay, so someone who is a caretaker, a very caring person. Definitely seek this person out and allow this person to come back into your life if it's a past situation, because they will be of tremendous benefit for you along this professional journey that you're taking here. And in your hopes or fears house, we have the Chariot. Excuse me. So the Chariot for me is speaking of you hoping that you'll be able to keep things, that you'll be able to keep the Chariot upright. Okay, hoping that you can handle everything that's being given to you. Fear that you might not be able to keep that chariot rolling, okay, because it's so much, because you have so much that you're going to carry. But I'm telling you right now, the chariot rider, the chariot driver, not a rider, he's a driver. He is driving the chariot. He's driving the car. He's in control of the ship. And this person for me is you. You have everything you need to move this project, this job, this professional move forward, and not only move it forward, but to keep it going. I see movement, energy. I see traveling around. I see potentially a lot of commuting in relation to this situation. And, you know, if you take a look at his forehead, he's got the star. So I'm saying to you, you're a star in this situation. Again, 10 of Wands, telling us that whatever you accomplish here, you're going to be seen as an expert in that field. A star in that field is what I'm getting. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid emotionally that you can't carry this, because you will be able to. And I feel like this Queen of Cups energy, this water sign energy, is going to be instrumental in assisting you with doing that. Business. I'm getting business, going into business with an old friend. That may apply to some of you. If it is the case, don't be afraid to do it, okay? Now, the moon reversed in your future. Often to me, you know, the moon talks about things that are hidden, and things that you really have to use your intuition to figure out and to divine the meaning in things, okay? For me, the moon is telling you to, in this future, the outcome here is that you're really going to have to use your emotional energy, commit emotionally to whatever it is that you are involved in, and your path will become clear. Okay, so the moon energy saying, you know, don't be afraid to emotionally commit, to emotionally move forward with this project, because that your intuition is going to give you power. Your emotional connection to the situation is going to give you power that you need to grow whatever this is that you're currently involved in, and that you're going to be accepting the invitation for. Okay? All right, Cancers, and again, you know, this is a lot of water energy here, which resonates completely to your nature. You know, there's no one who connects more deeply and more emotionally than Cancer. So I'm saying take advantage of this power that you have, and definitely imbue whatever you are doing with, you know, that emotional power, okay, that you have. Wow, what a great reading. You know, just a very strong reading, a lot of, you know, importance of accepting offers, connections that are being offered to you, and moving forward with those things, and allowing your emotional connection to it to drive that chariot, to move that chariot forward for you. Okay, Cancers? So what I like to do is go ahead and pull a card from the Tao Oracle deck. And that for me gives me kind of an exclamation point and a summation of the message that's being given to you this month. Whoops, oh wow. A lot of energy here for my Cancers. I've got a couple things that really popped out here. So I'm going to accept this card, and I'm going to accept this top card for me, which is, and I'll tell you exactly why. A few cards popped out, but these are the ones that I feel are really resonating here, and that my eye caught first here. So the first card is the family, and Cancer rules the family. Cancer rules family connections. So this is talking about heredity, blood bonds, kindred spirits, ancestry, home life, community, intimate relationships, our human family. All right, so this really resonates for me with that Six of Cups, talking about your connection to someone from your past, a kindred spirit, someone in your community. The third house, which we're talking about here, which is being illuminated for you with this moon, The third house also rules community. Okay, and so this again resonates with the message here that you're going to be reaching out, you're going to be receiving messages from someone that you've dealt with in your in your environment, and that someone from your a kindred spirit, a possible blood bond. So it could be a family member, a sister perhaps, who is going to be instrumental in this new opportunity coming about for you. Okay, and the other card that I feel was for you here is the number 58, the joyous. Happiness, delight, interaction, open communication, goodwill, friendly persuasion, self-expression. So this is talking about happiness and joy and delight in welcoming in this energy, that's these offers that are being presented to you, this interaction and this open communication, these invitations that are being presented to you for happiness and for self-expression. There's that self-expression card. So again, I'm getting creativity in whatever that might be, art, music, whatever the case might be, writing. Definitely a message of connecting with those around you who have supported you, who are supporting you, who you have deep emotional connections with from the past, receiving invitation from someone in your life who you have previously communicated with, and moving forward strongly with that energy and with making your decisions based on those energies and that communication. Okay, wow, big month for you, Cancers. I'm saying go ahead and move forward with whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, and imbue it with your emotional intensity that you so strongly possess. And I think that within the next month, you're going to find that where you were where you're going to be is so completely different from where you were at the beginning of this cycle. Beautiful, beautiful reading. And if this reading resonated with you, again, my Cancer is rising, moon sign, or sun sign. If you would like to book a private personalized reading with me, please go ahead and click on the link in the information section under my video here, and that'll take you to my website. You'll be able to book a personal reading with me. Have a wonderful new moon in Virgo cycle, my Cancers. Best to you, and I will see you next month.